Amazing. Amazing. So, good morning, everyone. Here we are. Good morning and good afternoon. There are people all across the country here today at our conference, our first ever virtual conference for Ceus Center. Amazing, amazing. 5 days ago, we were teching, figuring this all out, thinking, what are we doing? Now we're feeling, look at what we're doing. It's amazing. So I'm so glad you're all here and a part of this experience with us. We have so much to share with you. And I know that this time has been very difficult for so many people, and at the same time, so reawakening for so many people. And it's a new world, and there's so much that we're adapting and evolving and experiencing, and we're growing. So we are so happy to support you today in your growth, in your new experience. Why are we here? Because we have had an absence of community, connection, and feeling a sense of engagement with others. And so this virtual conference on Whova is the perfect platform for us right now, because I see we're all networking and connecting like an ant farm on Whova, and it's amazing. People are meeting people across the country. Other people are meeting people they've never met before, fellow Colombian adoptees, Asian adoptees, anyone in the country experiencing adoption and wanting to learn more. Social workers I see asking, I want to run a support group for adoptees. So we're all networking and helping each other, and that's what this is about. Because what is important is that we're, number one, together in spirit. And I believe, and the mission of Ceus Center has always been to connect us all within the constellation so that we can create these opportunities for change in adoption, emerging through this pandemic within the adoption constellation. So I hope that we can all take this big step today together. So collectively, we want to bridge transparency and have this open dialogue about the impact of adoption with all members of the foster care and adoption constellation. So what does that mean? Constellation means that we are all stars interconnected in this universe, and that our interconnections are our connections to either our ancestry, our foster family, our adoptive family, our social workers, our therapists, the people that serve us, the people that support us, that are looking out for our best interest. And for me, as an adoptee, I've had some wonderful social workers in my life, and I would not be here if they did not support me through my foster care to adoption. So we have adoptees, foster youth alumni, birth parents, foster parents, adoptive parents, social workers, teachers, therapists here. We're all in this together, and we're all learning from each other. 10 years ago, I started Ceus Center with one little support group that could, called the Adopt Salon Constellation Support Group. And that has been groundbreaking and mind expanding and life expanding for so many who have attended our Adopt Salon Constellation Support Group. And if you want to attend one, we are doing them virtually. It is next on December 2nd. And that's foster parents, adoptive parents, adoptees, foster youth alumni, and birth parents, 18 and over. And you can zoom right in and experience what it's like to be with the constellation and hear each other's stories. So we have been on an amazing journey, and Ceus Center now has 3,000 people on our email list. It's incredible. So we are really a community now. So we were actually going to have a conference in person, but COVID happened. And we, of course, could not have our in-person conference. So we're now doing this virtually. And it's been amazing, this whole process. So everyone here at Ceus Center, thanks you for being here this weekend. We have empowered speakers who have their whole lives been working on their craft of helping us educate and understand and have compassion for the adoption experience and what is best practice. How do we rethink adoption in the 21st century? So we have so many wonderful speakers. We have exhibitors. Please, if you look on your screen, if you're on your desktop, on the left-hand side, you can see agenda, exhibitors, sponsors. But don't click on it right now because we're in this session. It will pull you out. But you can see everyone who's involved here. So we thank all of our exhibitors, our sponsors, Birth Parent Finder, Mixed Roots Foundation, Concerned United Birth Parents. We love you all, and all of our exhibitors, our board members who have helped sustain Ceus Center this whole time, our tech team, our social media maiden team, the Whova tech team, and the people behind the scenes of this conference here today are going to make this seamless for you. And we've worked really hard all week to make this happen. So I hope that you will network, engage, be inspired, share your voice, and learn something new with us this weekend. Then I'm going to go through how Whova works so you can understand clearly how to have a seamless personal experience with Whova. Okay? So this is how this is working, because this is a first time for everybody. Think of it like this. Whova is the hotel, and we are getting pushed into the banquet room to Zoom. That's what's happening here. We're all on Zoom right now in the banquet room. And that was actually the hotel we were going to have our conference at this year. So this is how this works. So you're on the Whova platform, funneling into Zoom for each session. So how do you agenda today? There are 3 sessions simultaneously, okay? So you create your day. You can actually create your agenda. I do have tracks, like adoptive parent tracks, adoptee tracks, all attendees, professional track, birth parent track. However, those are suggestions. So if you find, wow, I feel more pulled towards this one, of course, you can go to whatever session you would like. But know that these are being presented live today, and we are recording them so that you can come back to them later and view them later. You can also get your CEUs as well, as long as you view and put that on your agenda. I'll talk about CEUs in a minute. So the first session is 10 to 11:30. Second is 1 to 2:30, and this is Pacific time for those on the East Coast. 3 to 4:30, and then live sessions. We have live music and live poetry, and they are amazing. You do not want to miss the live music or the poets. They're incredible. The films, we have films throughout the day. You will watch those on your own, on your own time, as well as visiting the Ceus Center virtual art exhibit, curated by our board member, Nicole Rademacher. So please, after this, I'd love for you all to go see our virtual art exhibit from one of our Ceus Center Arts Festivals. And please visit our exhibitors. So you can go in and out of sessions. Say you're having some feelings, it's difficult to stay there, you can leave. Take care of yourself. I'm going to talk about that. Zoom webinars, there's 2 ways of interacting. This morning yoga was a meeting, a Zoom meeting. This is a Zoom webinar, what we're on right now. So a Zoom webinar it's like a broadcast on your Whova TV screen. So we don't see you, you only see the speaker. And then you type in your questions in you have to open your Zoom desktop window big, and there's Q&A on the bottom. You click that and you type in your questions, and the speaker will answer them verbally. Zoom meetings, that's when you actually go into the meeting and your camera is on and you have access to turning your audio on or off, and you can raise your hand if you have a question. And so if you look on the participants section of Zoom, You can see how many people are here. And on the bottom of that participants list, you can see where you can raise your hand. That's when you're in a meeting. I don't think that's set up for webinar, just Q&A for webinar. Everything is recorded and uploaded as a video link to watch later, except 2, story circles and art for adoptees is not recorded because those are very intimate. There's a lot of sharing in those 2 sessions. So, by definition, the National Adoption Conference will bring up a lot of emotional response in all members of the constellation. This is a given. We must accept this. But warning, 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 warning. This is normal. Normal. You are having a normal reaction to an abnormal situation, whether you've experienced trauma, unresolved grief and loss, experiences that didn't make sense then, but you're making sense of them now. And you may have a neurophysiological response, and that's okay. It's part of our healing process. It's how we move through. It's how we push through. It's how we discharge trauma. So release it. And I think the beauty of a virtual conference is we are in our homes. We can sit back, breathe, take a breath. We can cry in our own rooms if we need to. It's okay. Warning, warning again. Proceed with self-care. Keep yourself soothed throughout the day, okay? Through your senses. Go outside for lunch when you can. Bring your laptop outside if you can. Feel the sun on your skin. Get some breath. Get some fresh air. Put water on your face. Listen to music throughout the day. Drink plenty of water, okay? Crying, we need water. Provide yourself with sensory comfort, a pillow, your lap cat, your comfy robe, whatever you need to do. Take care of you. And don't forget to breathe. So who virtually are ya? I don't even know if that's what Whova stands for, but I keep saying it. Who virtually are ya? So you can do a lot in Whova. It's fantastic. You can use it on your desktop, your app, your mobile phone, or your iPad. Make sure you extend your screen large on your mobile app or your desktop or your iPad. Network, join a social group. Look at the community tab on your left. Create a group. Anyone can create a group. Looking for someone for this, seeking this. Cat lovers, that's my group. Answer a poll, create a poll, suggest a poll to the organizers. Let's do this together. We are making a difference. You, me, and us. Post a photo, post an announcement on the community board of an upcoming conference, and send messages to each other. Really a lot of fun. I know people are definitely connecting and meeting people every minute of this conference. How to get your CEUs, your continuing education credits. You must add it to this, you must add it to your agenda. Okay, the session you want. You want a CEU for that agenda. So when you go to your agenda section on the right, upper right-hand corner of that session, add it to your agenda. That way we know you attended and we will see that you went to that session. Attend the entire session. You can watch replays of videos. You then click on the survey tab to your left. You would do this at the end of the day, or you could do it right after the session. On the left of your screen, click on session feedback. See the list of sessions. You must do a feedback form for every session you attend. Then you can print your certificate at the end of the day. In the last session of the day has the certificate link, and certificates are date stamped for the day. So you must print them at the end of this day and the end of tomorrow. Hope I got through all of that. Okay. So in closing, let's take care of each other. Let's treat each other with compassion. We are all on different paths of our journey. Some have been in reunion. Some are thinking about reunion. Some are scared about reunion. Some are afraid. Some are not ready. We are not here to fix each other, give unsolicited advice, or talk someone out of their experience. We treat each other, treat each other with respect. Again, gotta laugh. No one's story overshadows the others. No one's pain trumps the others. We all matter here. So please be respectful in your questions, in typing anything in. If you wouldn't want it to be said to you, then don't say it to others. And take it somewhere else to process that outside of here. And that's okay. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to feel empowered, excited to be here. So I thank you all for being here. Virtual hugs to everybody. And we are going to get to our next speaker, Shelby from Mixed Roots Foundation. So let's go see her, and then we will start our sessions. Thank you so much.